viewers, a very good evening to all of you. In this video, I will try to give you little insight on a short story written by Bessie Head, and the short story is A Collector of Treasures. The short story, A Collector of Treasures, it is written by Bessie Head and it was originally published in 1977. And it is an excerpt from The Collector of Treasures and Other Botswana Village Tales. If we talk about the writer, Bessie Head was a South African born Botswanan novelist, essayist, and author. She was immensely influenced by the political ideology of Mahatma Gandhi, and most of Bessie Head's works are downrightly infused with spiritual questioning and reflection. And in most of her works, the suffering, the beauty, and uh, the real circumstance of African society can be found. And some of her notable works are When Rain Clouds Gather, Tales of Tenderness and Power, Seroi, Village of the Rain, Wind, etc. Now, without any delay, let's try to know about the basic theme of this short story. This short story, The Collector of Treasures, it is a poignant tale, or it is a poignant saga of African women uh, and their position in patriarchal African society. Through this short story, the writer has tried to delineate the extreme consequence of patriarchy. And in African society, women are often confined to sexual pleasures for some men, and some African men, they only want to use marriage as a tool of physical intimacy. They are unaware of any financial, emotional, and household responsibilities for their respective family. Rather, they are always and they are frequently engaged with numerous women for sexual pleasure, sexual intimacy, and physical happiness. And some of them even often abuse their wives through sexual, emotional, physical, and domestic violence if they are not willing to have intimacy, or if they are not willing to cooperate with them or with the male counterpart. Okay, so in this video will be very short, and in this video I have just tried to give you the theme of this short story. I will not going to talk about the characters and the incidents and the plot in detailed way. The Collector of Treasures, it is a horrific tale about a group of women in prison. They were sentenced to prison due to or owing to killing their own husbands. And in the story, the protagonist of the short story, Dikeldi Mokopi, she had sliced off, means she had cut off her abusive husband's genitals or penis with a serpent domestic knife out of uh, repetitive sexual abuse or mental harassment. And Dikeldi Mokpi, she was fed up with constant abuses from her husband, and Mokpi's this immense frustration has also forced her to take this extreme decision. And before killing her husband by slicing off his penis, she had first feed dinner to her husband, and then she has uh, let him fall asleep, and then she had brutally castrated him with a knife. She spent the afternoon sharpening, and after that incident, she had watched him bleed to death, and then she had sent her oldest son to bring the police. And eventually, she was taken to prison by the police personnels. And in the prison, she had met bunch of women whose story categorically resonated with her. Means in that prison where she was taken, in that prison too, many women had to done the same crime, because due to their husbands constant mental, physical, and sexual torture, they were forced to take this extreme step of killing their own husband. And consequently, she had met bunch of women whose story utterly resonated with her. And then in the prison, she has got a new life. Okay. And she was actually enjoying her life in prison, because if she was in her own house with her family, then that house was not a very good place for her. Because each day her husband would come, and he would try to harass them, uh, harass the protagonist along with her children. And as she had now killed her husband, now there is no one uh, to disturb her mental peace, or to sexually assault her. Okay. So this prison has actually a blessing in disguise kind of thing for her. And she has got this prison life by eradicating the devil. Devil was her husband. Okay. And um, when she has met many women in the prison, and that was a kind of collection of treasures for the protagonist, Dikel the Mokpi. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you have learned little bit about the story. For the better and clear understanding of the short story, you must read the text, and then only you will get the comprehensive knowledge about it. Thank you so much.